Hey y'all, Artist Poet Girl here, also known as APG Jamie, and today for our first tips, tidbits, and whatnots, we're going to talk about tack it over and over, white petroleum jelly, stamps, and a couple other things. So we're going to use this tack it over and over to put on the back of these stamps that no longer stick onto my acrylic block. You can also use this on the back of the stamps that you've taken off the wooden blocks. Of course, you use it at your own risk, okay? So, yeah. If your lid happens to get stuck, grab a pair of old-fashioned nutcrackers there, and that will help give you the leverage to get it off. Clean that gunk off the top of that bottle, y'all. I'll show you how to fix that momentarily as well. So we're going to apply a light coat of the Aleene's Tack It over and over to the back of these stamps. And you want to make sure it's a thin coat because you don't want any wonkiness on the back there, okay? And you're going to want it to dry really well. And you'll know it's dry because it's clear. It will be sticky. If you get it on your fingers, it's going to be sticky. Wash your brush immediately. I also put a little Murphy's oil on my brush and let it set for a few minutes before washing it out. And that has worked. These are the actual stamps I was planning on using that day, and they just wouldn't stick. So hence the tips, tidbits, and whatnots. All right, now back to our bottle. And you just want to make sure you clean off whatever gunk you can get off, okay? I'm going to use a palette knife to clear out the inside of that lid. Use that with caution because palette knives can be sharp, even plastic ones, okay, y'all? So yeah, clean that real good. And you can see that tack it over and over. It's really sticky stuff, y'all. So here comes the white petroleum jelly, also known as Vaseline, which may be a brand name, but I don't know. And I'm putting it, I don't know, maybe a quarter to a half inch on my finger, and I'm going to wipe it around the threads of the bottle. And what I ended up finding out later was the Vaseline actually took the rest of the gunky setup, tack it over and over off. You want to make sure you don't get it inside because you don't want it to affect your product. So that's what I'm trying to do there, is get it out from the inside. And then you're just going to put your lid back on, and every time you take it off, it should be pretty good to go. Now, don't use the nozzle on this because it happens to get too gunky for me, and I find that opening it and using a brush is better. Now, my back of my stamps are good and dry. As you can see, it didn't take very long, but I also had this air conditioner on in the studio. And now I'm putting them on there, as you can see, because I'm going to be using them. And look, they're stuck. They're not coming off, okay? Well, you can pull them off, but yeah. So that wraps it up. And thanks for watching Tips, Tidbits, and Whatnots #1. Happy arting, y'all.